See here, a new system of units proposed in which unit of mass is alpha kg, unit of length is beta kg and unit of time is gamma second. What will be the value of 5 joule in this new system? See here, joule mean work done. So by shortcut, how can we use work done? What is the unit of dimension formula of work done? In the form of mass, length and time. So this is ml square t raised to minus 2. So by shortcut, magnitude they have given 5. And what will be the new system? The reverse of this. Mean mass becomes reverse. Mean m power here 1, here alpha power minus 1. L beta, the beta power minus 2 and gamma power reverse order, that is plus 2. So that one joule. In the new system 5 joule will be 5 alpha power minus 1 beta power minus 2 gamma power plus 2. So here we can see B option is correct. But how it has come? So see here, old system we know formula is what? N1 is equal to N2 is equal to N1 L1 upon L2 power A, M1 upon M2 power B, T1 upon T2 power C. So see here, dimension formula of work done in LMT form, L square m raised to 1 t raised to minus 2, A is equal to here 2, B is equal to 1, C is equal to minus 2, L1 is L, L2 is beta meter, L1 is meter. So L2 they have given beta meter. Same way M1 is kg, M2 they have given alpha kg, T1 is second, first system, T2 they have given gamma second. If I am putting here N2 is equal to numerical value they have given 5 joule, N1 is equal to 5. Put here N2 is equal to 5 L1 upon L2 meter upon beta meter power A is 2, M1 upon M2 kg upon alpha kg power 1, T1 is second upon gamma second power is C is minus 2. So if we are solving this, cancel to beta raised to minus 2, alpha raised to 1 and alpha raised to minus 1 and gamma raised to plus 2. Rearranging alpha power minus 1, beta power minus 2, gamma power plus 2. I have told you here shortcut. In new system reverse that. Or you can say dimension formula becomes negative form. 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus. Okay. This shortcut, but the actual method is that. By this formula, help of N2 is equal to N1 L1 upon L2 power A, M1 upon M2 power B and T1 upon T2 power C, we can find the 5 joule in this new system. See, when a photon of energy 4.2 eV strike the surface of metal A, the ejected photoelectrons of maximum kinetic energy they have given TaeV and de Broglie wavelength lambda A. Maximum kinetic energy of liberated from another metal B, they have taken photo energy 4.7 eV. So what will be the maximum kinetic energy? TB is equal to Ta minus 1.50 eV. The relation between de Broglie wavelength they have given. Then 4 options they have given: work function of A 3.40 eV, work function of B 6.75, TA they have given 2.00 eV, TV they have given 2.75 eV. These options they have given. See here, what we know, when is suitable energy electrons are suitable energy photons are striking on metal plate, what happen? They are ejecting electrons. Okay. So if suppose E energy falls, so E is equal to what? Work done plus maximum kinetic energy. When E energy photon is falling upon a metal surface, work function is W naught. This photon energy is distributed in two parts. One is work function, you are taken electron out from the surface, and in other form the remaining energy will be converted in the form of kinetic energy maximum. So see what they have given: 4.25 eV. Work function, suppose this is for metal A, 4.25 work function of metal A. I have taken A. Kinetic energy maximum they have given TaeV. All we have taken in EV. This will be the first equation. Second equation, what happened when 4.70 falling? Second surface, the work function of second surface, second metal, we have taken W naught B. So here what happened? Maximum kinetic energy TeV. What happened? If you are subtracting equation 1 from 2, 4.70 minus this, what happened? 10, 5 and 45.45 eV is equal to W naught B minus W naught A. Here TB minus TA EV. See TB minus TA, they have given TB minus TA minus 1.15. Here we can write minus 1.5 eV, 50, so 0.5 eV. This you have taken right hand side, to 1.50 eV plus 0.45 eV is equal to W naught work function of B minus work function of A. So this has come 1.95 eV. 1.95 eV. This will be the difference of work function W naught B minus W naught A. So one thing, they have given a relation, lambda B is equal to 2 lambda A. So what do we know? Lambda is equal to de Broglie wavelength H upon P, or H upon momentum in the terms of kinetic energy. It comes under root 2 m K. Here we can see lambda is inversely proportional to under root kinetic energy. So what happened? Lambda inversely proportional to under root kinetic energy. So this implies lambda A upon lambda B is equal to under root KB upon KA. Kinetic energy of B upon kinetic energy of A. Here maximum kinetic energy they have given TB and TA. So this is TB upon TA. So lambda B is equal to 2 lambda A. So lambda A upon lambda B is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to under root TB. TB and TA they have given relation. So in place of TB you will write TA minus 1.5 upon TA. Squaring both sides, what happened? 1 by 4 is equal to TA minus 1.5 upon TA. Solve it. If you are solving 4TA 6 is equal to TA. So 3TA is equal to 6. This implies that TA is equal to 2. What we have found the result? We have found the result that TA is equal to 2.0 eV. So TA is equal to 2.0 eV. What will be the TB? So TB is equal to what? You can see here TB is equal to, so TB is equal to TA minus 1.5. So 2.0 eV minus 1.5 eV. So it has come 0.5 eV. Okay, here we can see here TA 2.00 eV. तो सी ऑप्शन करेक्ट, हमें तुरंत ही पता चल गया हाँ सी ऑप्शन क्या होगा बेटा, करेक्ट है. लेकिन अदर ऑप्शंस इफ यू वांट टू चेक वी कैन चेक इट. तो TA TB हमने फाइंड आउट कर लिया, दैट हैज कम 0.5 eV. ऑल्सो वी कैन फाइंड वर्क फंक्शन ऑफ A. तो वर्क फंक्शन ऑफ A इफ विल सी हियर फ्रॉम इक्वेशन फर्स्ट, तो 4.25 minus TA is equal to work function of A. So 4.25 minus 2.0, so that has come 2.25 eV. The work function of A you can see here, this is 2.25 eV. The work function of A 3.0 they have given, that is wrong. Also we can find here work function of B. If you are putting here, we can find also work function of B. The work function of B is equal to work function of A plus 1.95 plus 2.25. That has come 4.20 eV. So all we have finded. We have finded work function of B, we have finded work function of A, we have finded TA, we have finded TB. Okay. So here we can see option C is correct. An observer moves towards a stationary source of sound with a speed 1/5 speed of sound. The wavelength and frequency of sound emitted lambda and f. The apparent frequency and wavelength recorded by the observer are respectively. So see here, one source is there. Here observer is moves towards the source. So see, apparent frequency NA is equal to what? V minus VO upon if both are approaching each other, the formula is what? V plus VO minus V minus Vs. This is velocity of source, this is velocity of observer. If both are approaching each other, so here velocity of source is 0 because it is stationary. So this Vs is 0. So if you are writing here 0, so what happen? If observer approaching, the formula for apparent frequency is n is equal to n V plus V naught upon V. N frequency they have given f V plus V naught, they have given 1/5 of this upon V. To solve it, 5 1 jat, this is 6/5f, or we can say 1.2f. So apparent frequency will be 1.2f. Achha, one thing you have to know that there is no change in the wavelength. When sound travels, observer moves or source move, in wavelength there will be no change. Frequency is changing, apparent frequency is there. So what happen if wavelength doesn't change? So without solving you can say this C option is correct, because in other options wavelength they are changing. But if you want to find apparent frequency, so we can use this formula, n apparent is equal to n, and both are approaching each other. So V plus V naught upon, if this is velocity of observer, V minus velocity of source, here velocity of source is stationary, that Vs becomes 0, and we have solved the 1.2f will be the apparent frequency and wavelength remains same. The C option is correct.